What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here, bringing you my first impressions on Zarya. I have not looked at her at all. The only thing I know about her is that her kit is based off of her Overwatch kit, and she kind of gets two personalized shields for herself and her allies. And the more damage that you take during those shields, the more damage she deals. So that's all I know about the hero. I know that her Q shoots a little grenade as well, but I have not looked at her talents at all. So I'm going to go right into her talents, try to figure out what I think is the coolest, and then play a game with her. So our first, we'll just kind of go through all the talents, and then I'm not going to take talents until I decide what type of synergy she has. I think that she'll be more of a defensive kind of ranged character. So I'm gonna look to go more defensive probably, but I need to read the talents first. So first one is gonna increase particle grenade radius. For every 5 enemy heroes hit by a grenade, its recharges rate is lowered by up to 2 seconds. And when you get the 40 hits, you get an increased radius. So it'll make your Q a little bit easier to hit. Could be good. Together we are strong. Ally damage dealt with allies shield contributes to energy. Every 22 damage done by allies while under shield. So that's pretty cool. If you shield somebody while they're doing damage, you're going to get more damage yourself. That's pretty neat. So again, if we're thinking defensive, this could be the better talent to take. Feel the heat, 50% additional damage in melee range. It's not bad. I'm assuming that a lot of people are going to kite you as this character, but I know that she has the pull-in warp at 10, so that could be really powerful if you walk right up to them and do that. But I think most of the time you're going to be grenading, so I don't really see this talent getting the value that you want. Maybe it does. I need to figure out what melee range is, right? Quotation marks. Melee range, Blizzard. Melee range. Maximum charge. Region globes now instantly grant 20 energy. Spend 120 seconds at above 50. Gain an additional maximum. So it's going to increase your damage. It seems a little ambitious. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. Probably just looking at this talent's going to be one of these two. So the next level 4 is going to be I am the strongest. Personal barrier absorbs an additional damage. I think her shield's already pretty fat, so making it fatter is not really going to do a whole lot. Let me... maybe it will. I mean, the damage that you take while the shield's up is going to increase your damage overall. So this could be the good talent. We'll have to read what the other ones do. Region globes increase shield ally absorb amount by 15 up to 300 permanently. After collecting 20 region, permanently reduce the cooldown of shield ally. So that just seems insane. Like, that seems really good. Being able to, I think her usefulness is going to be shielding others rather than shielding herself. Obviously, shielding herself is good, but giving other people shields is really sick, and increasing the shield amount plus decreasing the cooldown could be really good. Increases the allied hero's movement speed by 25% for 3 seconds. It's pretty sick on some heroes like Butcher, right? If you give Butcher a move speed, he's gonna really say thanks and go whack-a-mole at the other team. So this could be a good talent in certain compositions. I'm thinking Give Me 20 is going to be the better one here. Defensive shielding. Upon expiration or breaking, personal barrier and shield ally reduces. So spell shield. Oh no, not spell shield. 2 hero basic attacks. So a block on shield. Probably not. Why would I block when I can just give someone 300% more, right? And decrease cooldown. So in 20 globes is doable. Like I think that's doable. So I'll probably be taking this talent, and because I'm taking that talent, I might take this talent, which is going to increase my energy even more. We'll see how that goes. So pinpoint accuracy. Particle grenade deals 40% more damage to enemies hit by the center of the blast. It is likely that you can aim this enough to have it hit people in the middle. I think it's got a decent range. Somebody's like charging a tribute or something on Towers of Doom or Curse Hollow, like that's a pretty easy grenade to hit. So I'm imagining her Q is exactly like Brightwing's Q. So when you think about it that way, like, are you going to hit that a lot? Maybe, so It's an ambitious talent. Explosive barrier. Upon expiration or breaking, personal barrier deals AoE damage. You're gonna be pretty good wave clear. Um, I don't know how close you are gonna be in the front of these team fights. You'll probably be, you frontlining with a melee assassin or another tank that you're gonna be protecting. So you could get some value off of this, but I don't see her kind of like gap closing in on a ranged and then getting in that burst. So it's like a Tyrael shield, but she's not near as mobile as Tyrael with his level 7 talent, right? So we might take it, we might not. While above 50% or 50 energy, your basic attack size is increased by 35%. That's pretty cool. Well, I don't really know how much you'll be above 50% energy, but 35% increased basic attack range is pretty sick. Let's go check out her attack range. So we're looking at, probably if I'm shooting this middle minion, I'll be this much further past it. It's a pretty decent size attack range, truthfully. And I don't think 50 energy is going to be too hard to get. So we might take that talent. Shield damage absorbed contributes more energy. So damage absorbed while Zarya's shields contributes 20% more energy. So Zarya's shields. So I think this is for both of her shields. So this talent just makes sense now. You want to get as much energy as possible. The higher your energy is. Oh, okay, so this is actually width of the beam, not range of the beam. So I don't like that talent now. So we're gonna go with hit me probably. It seems like this text, the tooltip, is saying the shields that you put on yourself, considering it's called hit me, but shields with an S feels like it means both the personal barrier and the shield ally talent. So we'll have to see how that goes in game. But I think this is the talent I want to take because more energy is obviously better on this hero. More energy is going to allow me to deal more damage, right? Graviton Surge. So launch a gravity bomb that detonates after 1 second and draws enemies in for 2.5 seconds. So this is the black hole talent that everyone's talking about. It's kind of Nazeebo's Gravo, but it's gonna pull in for 2.5 seconds. After it pulls, it'll keep pulling in. One thing that I think a lot of people, at first I was even pretty hype about this because I knew I played Zarya and Overwatch. So this talent seems sick, but it's on a 120-second cooldown, which is insane. And when we play Heroes of the Storm, we all know that cooldowns are important, so 120 seconds might be too much. Which is why I think we're going to go with Expulsion Zone. So this is not only going to last for 3.5 seconds, it's going to reduce their move speed, it's going to actually deal damage, and it's going to keep people from going a certain direction. So we know how strong Holy Ground is on Tyrael at 16. This is kind of Tyrael, right? This is Tyrael's Holy Ground, but ranged, and it knocks back and slows. I think this is going to be the better talent. I know if you've ever played Dota, there's a hero called Clockwork who creates cogs, and the cogs, when you hit them, they knock you back, and they last for a little while. Obviously, he can knock the cogs himself and walk away, like kill the cogs. The other team can't. And this kind of reminds me of that talent, right? So you walk into it, you get knocked back, you get slowed, you get damaged, which is pretty sweet. So I think this is the talent that's going to be the one that a lot of people choose. Although I could see setting up the right composition for Graviton Surge. We look at the 13 talents now. Personal Barrier makes you unstoppable for 1.5 seconds. That seems pretty insane. That's probably what you're going to want to take. Spell Barrier. So this is going to be the Spell Shield upon expiration or breaking. So the shield has to break for the person to get the Spell Shield. If it gave Spell Shield on shield, I think it would be insane. So I'm glad they didn't do that. It could still be really good, because the burst will happen. Let's say the other team has some Kerrigan Jaina or something. The burst will happen. They'll probably push through the shield that you give the person, and then the Spell Shield will kick in and keep them alive. So I could see this being good. 25% reducing damage at 75 energy. Not really sure I like this. I mean, I could see it being insane, but can you manage a 75 energy average? the more I play the hero, since I have no idea how much energy is generated, and like I don't want to read the math, I don't want to try to do the math here. I just want to kind of feel it out, right, and see, how much energy I'm actually generating, whether or not this talent is worth it. I mean, 25% damage reduction is pretty sick, but how long can you maintain that? So the pain is temporary. Activate to consume all energy and gain a shield that absorbs 0.5% of Zarya's maximum health per energy consumed. Last, Zarya may only have one personal shield active on herself at a time. So this is like a burst heal on yourself. Pretty good. Again, this is kind of going to depend on how much energy you're actually generating. So I'll have to test this one out as well. Both of these could be really good. But for now, I think giving yourself unstoppable, if you look at like Joanna, for example, is really good. And it can get you out of a lot of trouble. Like if a Jaina Ring of Frost, then you just hit your personal shield and walk into it. And you could probably generate tons of energy and you just don't care. So 16, the Plasma Shock. Plasma particle grenade slows movement speed by 35% for 1 second to enemies near the center. That's pretty cool. Again, I need to see the range of the center, but slow is good and chasing is good. So this could be a really good talent. Could synergize really well with that level 1 talent. Cleansing Shield. Shield ally removes all disabling effects. All right, so that's probably the talent we're going to take. That's pretty insane. That's basically cleanse on a 9-second cooldown if you get the give me 20. So, yeah. This is really good too, though. If the other team doesn't have a good hard CC, giving a shield to 2 people seems pretty strong, especially considering your shields will be buffed because give me 20. So I really like both of these talents. Depends on your game scenario, but you'll be able to go either of them at 16. And then Born in Battle. While at 75% energy, Zarya's cooldowns regenerate 25% faster. That could be pretty effective. Again, I don't know how much energy regenerates, but these 2 talents alone are insane. Being able to self-cleanse at 13 and then cleanse at 16 is really good, especially with the new change to Relentless. Like, Relentless has gotten removed. Sort of, they're kind of just zoning it out of the game. So adding another cleanse effect on a tank allows for, like, Ariel, who has no cleanse, to be even stronger, right? So, like, Zarya Ariel could be really good in combination because you have a pseudo support tank, just like Tyrael, that has a cleanse on a 9-second cooldown. So just think about that. Could be pretty insane. Could be pretty insane. All right, so the 20 talents, since we're going to be taking the Expulsion Zone, this is going to increase the radius, and Zarya's maximum energy temporarily increases by 10 per enemy hit for 10 seconds. You can go up to 150 if you hit all 5. The radius could mean something, depending on the map where you place it. But, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Grenadier, all particle grenade charges are returned at once. So, when you shoot out all 4, you get them all back immediately. I'm not really sure on that one. Activate to reset shield cooldowns. Okay, so this is where we're definitely going to go. You're going to be able to cleanse on a 45-second cooldown. Plus, you can cleanse yourself twice. It's like a defensive cooldown, while also being proactive defensive for your team. The grenade thing is, maybe this is where a lot of her damage is going to come from. So we'll just look at the talents that will probably go. I think at first I'm going to take... So this talent kind of counter synergizes with this talent. So if you're taking Grenadier, don't take this talent because the cooldown of your grenades is no longer needed once you get all grenades back. I think for the sake of the hero, we go together, we are strong, give me 20. Hit me. Maybe explosion barrier. Expulsion zone. Unstoppable, cleanse, unyielding defender. This is the build that I'm probably going to go with in game. All about protecting others while protecting yourself. You're still going to get a lot of energy. You'll have your expulsion zone to zone. You know, I think this is actually, I'm going to go into my hotkeys. I play quick cast normally, but this is one that I want to have off for quick cast so that I can really, you know, get a good expulsion zone. Watch this. Yeah, so she's definitely going to be an enabler, though. She needs CC, some form of it, to be around her. Otherwise, I don't think she'll be that good. She'll need like a Butcher or a Thrall or a Sonya. But if she has something like that, then I think she's going to be an awesome support hero. So, like a support warrior, right? She's not going to be a solo tank, I think. Or she could be if she has like the right ally with her, right? But we're going to hop into the game now. I don't really want to mess too much with her stuff. I just wanted to kind of cast this ability. When I get into game, it'll be a lot easier. But you know, I think the coolest part about this talent is, let's say you're on Curse Hollow and the other team's running away from you. You can throw it here, and then it's just like they're done for, right? They can't run that way anymore. You cut that retreat off, and the range on it is kind of insane as well. So that's why I think this talent's the better one. But I really want to hop into a game, guys, so I'll see you guys in the game, and we'll play and figure this character out a little bit more after this game. So we're hopping into the game. As you can see, both compositions are kind of showing off some of the new stuff. Boom Headshot is going to be trying Vikings on Warhead Junction, which I think is pretty good because the Vikings can grab the nukes. My team composition, however, is pretty much all new stuff. The new Chin, you got the new Nazeebo and Zarya, the new Malfurion as well. And Toon Slim picked up Greymane to pair nicely with the Zarya pick. So I think he's going to work really well with Together We Are Strong at level 1. So again, when he deals damage while he's shielded, he'll generate more energy for me. Tryhard mode engaged, Vikings. I think they're really good on this map, though. Look at that. Nice, Blizzard. Yeah. 3-lane map. This is the first time I'm playing this map too, so it could be a little bumpy. I just want to point that out as well. So if I have no idea, or I look like I have no idea what I'm doing, I actually have no idea what I'm doing. So you guys will not be wrong. What I do know is that I'm fragging currently. And you do generate energy incredibly fast. Oh! Oh, wrong shield. Whoops. What's up, mate? So the grenade level 1 talent could be pretty good because it seems like I am running out of grenades pretty quickly. Oh man, that root comes out so fast now. I'm dead. Oh! Just barely. So that new root on Malfurion is pretty crazy. It pops out so much quicker than it did. So that change is big. Before, it took too long for it to kind of come out of the ground. And now it goes pretty quickly. So this is where the Vikings are going to be super impactful because this map is so big. The Vikings can solo grab these warheads themselves. I think because we have a Chin bot, I'm going to head to the top lane. We can even see Falstad here. It is important to note that it looks like has vision of the... Oh, I don't know. I have a shield for you, man. It has vision on the point. That is important to note. She kind of reminds me of Tychus too. You just kind of stand still. You don't really attempt to kite. So you lose energy that way. So we're gonna go give me 20. And this is the... Oh, shoot. This is gonna decrease the cooldown of my ally shield. Although I almost wish I had more of my own shield. It does feel a bit like Tassadar. Let's see how our grenade is at like full energy. Wow, wave clears really well actually. Oh, here comes one nuke. Oh, we nuking, boys. We nuking. Nice. I didn't know that that does damage like that. That's pretty cool. I do want to get... I'm full energy. So you get full energy. If you get one good W at like a good time, you're just full energy. So that is something to note if we want to take the energy talents on her, like the reduction of damage at... Oh, come on, body block for me. Chen, body block for me, man. Body block. Body block, homie. I can shield you. He's like running. He's got full health. They're not hitting him, and he's running away as I'm dying to them. Yeah, so she doesn't have any mobility, as you guys can see. That's one thing that I've noticed so far. See if there's anything more that I can do. I do want to say that Hit Me is going to be the right talent here. I want to keep my stuff up as much as possible. My energy as high as possible. Nice. Uh-oh. I need to run. He could pull me in and kill me. Oh, nice. That was really good of them. That's the Vikings at work for sure. I do have the most damage currently. So I guess this here has decent damage numbers. See, now we have 4 different nukes spawn. This is where like the Vikings are gonna get even more value. Like 4 different nukes. All it takes is just Eric to do that. Right? I'm gonna go up top. I think Olaf's got one. We need to stop Olaf from casting it. We have to find him. I think they're... Wow, there's not even really a cast time. I guess you can CC, you can probably CC him out of that, right? But you can't, it's not a channel. It's not a channel, I guess. Or it is a channel, but it channels, it has to be broken. Kind of like a Brightwing Z or something. So we'll go Expulsion Zone. Again, there's lots of like high value areas for me to cast it, like in here. I can cast it on their door, maybe. It looks like my cooldown got used up, but no damage was dealt. It's interesting. There's an expulsion zone right there at work. It's like a Tassadar wall or something. Blood to the top lane. Vikings are getting like a ton of value here though. So I could see them being a bannable hero on this map. Not very fun to deal with. The map is huge, and since they nerfed the movement speed of mounts, it seems even more massive. Globals are, I think, going to be really good here too. Brightwing should be pretty strong on this map. I do think there's some camps mechanics going on that haven't been explored. This one, this is the boss. It's in such a weird spot, there being at the top of the map. The eye does provide tons of vision for you, though. This is the eye's going to be a big deal on this map. Bruiser camps. I think these are the exact same as the other Braxis. Yeah, I really like this all. You can do a lot of cool things with it. Just gotta pick there. Again, the Vikings can just like AFK too, and then when you try to gank them, they just hit Z and run away. Classic Vikings. But we do want to try to soak out. So it looks like it's gonna be a double nuke. This is a little bit easier to handle. I think instead of the 4 nukes with the Vikings, like, you know, I think that ends up with them just getting one. This game, I don't need Unstoppable. So I want to gain this Endurance, which is when I'm above a certain energy threshold, then I get... then I'll get bonus damage. This is not where I should be at. Greymane should be up here. But I don't want to just give the Viking a nuke. I think they're going to get the bot one anyways. Maybe he'll allow me to capture this. I should have a Pulsion zone there. So I'll try to zone him out. And when the Viking runs away, I'll hit my R and then try to grab it. This might buy me enough time. Yeah, it did. Cool. Okay, so now it takes 3 seconds before you can cast it. I need to just live here. Now I have the nuke up. I have a double camp pushing bot. Seems pretty good. Seems like it needs to be dealt with. Offset's flying up. So they want to kill me, obviously, and they have their Vikings soaking out. Might be able to. They actually. Well, he had me. The Falstad had me there if he had gone for me. So I need to get this nuke out. I'm not really sure where I want to put it. I want to get a building for sure. Maybe we'll run it mid with a team. And their team will collapse and we can fight mid. So one thing for sure is, like, I need to be the hero that's with my team. Like, Chin's been the hero and I've been kind of soaking the off lanes. Okay, so if this gets canceled, if this gets canceled, it goes on to a 10-second cooldown. You got 1 kill, good silence. The nuke is down. The nuke is down. Grab the nuke! Grab the nuke! Nuke is down. Nuke is down. Someone go just sneak up and grab it. No. Team. That was a good engage by them. Bummer. Eric's gonna get it. I think Toon should have... Oh, nice. He canceled it. Spider. Those spiders. So when they have the nuke too, you don't even know where they're at. Which is also pretty horrible considering Eric is really fast. As you can see here. I'm gonna have to... When he goes to cast it, I'm gonna have to cast this on him. I can't even do anything here either. And we have 4 new nukes spawning. So Eric can just sit over here until he feels like he can find a way to get top, like he's doing it right now, and cast it again. Yep. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the Vikings is just super overpowered on this map and will always be banned. It doesn't help that Zarya has no CC at all, but and is like a team fight based hero, right? Since she's a hero that I'm looking to team fight with, it kind of sucks. I can't take the disabling effect here. I can cleanse the roots. I'm gonna go mid. Maybe I can save this Chen. They still have 2 more. So I think on maps where like you fight in chokes, this hero could be really good. But I think on a map like this where mobility and pushing is everything, she's horrible. So just for future reference, don't go looking to play this chick on this map. There's not enough wave clear on her. And it's all about, you know, rotations and sort of... Okay, this is a new mechanic. I'm gonna step into this though, because I have my own shield that I can give myself. Alright, so we have a boss. We can maybe look to do something with this. Vikings normally don't do good against bosses. Oh, it's not who it's hitting. Oops. Just go for core. Because they have Vikings, like, I'm just gonna look to just win the game here. Oh, that's a pretty good. Oh no. That was a really good wombo combo. The entangling root change is definitely impactful. I think they win now. As you saw there, like, the root comes out almost instantly. I killed all of us. That's GG. Looks like the Vikings were also able to, or maybe not the Vikings, their whole team could have done that boss, but that's GG. Maybe Falstad was for sure there. So just my first kind of thought on the hero, I do think that she is powerful. I don't think she's good on this map. This is a big rotation map, and she's way better on. She's gonna be way better on maps like Sky Temple or Towers of Doom. Not Cursed Hollow. Well, she's probably okay on Cursed Hollow, but not a map that I'm gonna want to take her on. Her ultimate is sweet. It actually got me lots of kills. It got me away from team fights. But I think the moral of the story was that Vikings on that map are not fun. And you don't even have to really be good at them, as the map is so humongous that it's like impossible to even rotate to deal with them, because by doing so, you open up so much on the map for the other team that it's just not worth it, I think, at the end of the day. So that is the Zarya gameplay. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to throw a like and follow on the video. You can also check out my Twitch and Twitter, which will be located below, as well as my tier list. Thank you guys again. Cheers, and I will see you all next video.